Looking, we good? Alright. Let's get into it. Everybody, welcome. We back. The Love First Podcast. Here in the building. Your boy K the Don.
It's your boy Wraith.
Boy Wraith. More the Raven. Yeah.
Dropping the
That's that new heat right there. That new heat. That super flow.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's show respect. Yeah.
Right to the back. The haters are mad. Yeah. Yes, we are back. We are back in the building. We're so happy to be here. This episode right here, the major key that we're giving out, the key to success for this episode is clarity. So we want to give you a lot of clarity and talk about the importance of clarity, and even give some clarity to the last episode that you guys are probably aware of if you're on episode 4. So we want to kind of talk about why clarity is important. Before we even dig too deep into it, just want to start off by saying a level of clarity, no matter how you feel about a person or their view or what they're saying, we want to show growth. That's the whole purpose of the Love First Podcast, is to inspire. And part of that is by showing we're not coming out perfect. We're coming out building and showing you this is what it takes. The first thing is to go out there and risk it, and you learn from your mistakes. You see, you do better, and we're going to show growth. So if you're a person that just judges someone and coming at someone, then you're not helping the situation of the view. Because if you want people to learn, we shouldn't be coming at each other. We should be listening and then trying to teach someone if we feel like we have something to offer to teach.
Have a strategy.
Exactly.
Also have a strategy, with the word clarity. Being strategic. Coming with facts, but also listening at the same time. That's what's gonna help people gravitate and want to hear your input. You being able
and
to
not
listen.
blaming the white people for everything. Don't blame people for your failures.
Yeah, and then not blaming anybody for anything. Get the conversation started. So, whether you agree, disagree, comment out there, because we're not here to attack each other. The whole thing is to get the conversation started so we can get to a solution. We can't get to a solution without getting the conversation started. Like when we were talking about racism the last episode, the biggest thing why I was even addressing things being in different groups is step 1 is denial. Let's get out of denial. You know what I'm saying? Once we get out of denial and we face the fact that, hey, this is an issue, now we can address the issue, come with solutions. And what I agree with what Raven is saying is that we can't go through life blaming or feel like we can't get it because of our skin color and use that as a hindrance. What I was taught from being younger, from my parents and my grandparents, was just know it may be a little harder to get it, but you can get it. But you got to understand it won't be easy. So that way you're extra prepared to go get it. And that's what we got to do. And that's what I feel like we're all on the same page about, right? Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, well, I'm going to just add that, we also need to take in consideration, with the whole racism thing that is taught. And that is something that you're not born with. Mm-hmm. So in order to stop the cycle, it's also good. It's good to be knowledgeable of the things that's happened in the past.
Yeah.
But we don't want to have that same energy with the next generation because we want the racism to stop.
Yes.
We don't want it to continue. So.
Or even have that same energy with people that we're calling racist, that we don't want to be racist towards them. You can't have that same energy talk about stop being racist towards black people, and you over there saying, man, fuck the white person, F this person, that white boy ain't shit. Yeah. You're doing the same thing, but then when somebody call you a nigga, you gonna get mad. You can't get mad if you over there call somebody a cracker.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, definitely agree with that. So definitely coming with clarity. So let us know how you feel about the situation, different solutions that we can have with that situation. One solution I do want to put out there is I feel like some type of reparations in the form of a business, right? If we can actually get together and get finances where we can start businesses, whether it be, hey, we can get $200,000 grants we don't have to pay back, but it can only be used for business spending in the country of America. So the economy wins, we win, then there's no excuse for the generations after and the decades after, because the systems that were in place before, it kind of put us at a very unfair disadvantage, So if we could just catch up a little bit with some business grants, all one generation needs it, then that's all you need, and then the rest of the generations can profit off of that. So just an idea. Let us know if you agree. Even the Black Lives Matter has been doing some research on that, just kind of the head and, you know, certain questions like on the website. So that's definitely something to look forward to next episode. A lot of good stuff. Raven, I know, you know, he's on the big screen because he's still on his spiritual journey. He said he's gonna be back. We're unsure sometimes. We hope he comes back. We don't know.
It's been a couple weeks now.
But we do, you know, we do understand you got to do what you got to do. We hope he does come back. So he may be back next episode. But can we get some inspiration, some rave inspirations before you go back to your spiritual journey, sir?
Okay, so Respiration. Look, normally what I do, you know, I have my Bible and it's, you know, my favorite color red, and I always say, you know what, guys, let's all read at least something from the Bible. I don't believe in verses, but I'm just gonna give a snip. So I always tell people, when you are reading the Word of God, this is a book. It is not a snippet. So for today, obviously, for Respiration, we're going to just inspire. And God led me to this passage to just let you guys just hear a little bit. It says, the righteous will never be moved. Okay? The righteous will never be moved. Okay? What God is saying to me, he's saying, you know what? If you stand still and let him be God, okay, it's just like the solar system, and I was preaching about this before. If you let God be the center, the sun, okay, just like in the solar system, the sun and everything else revolves around it, right? So if we have the planet Earth and Mars and Jupiter and all these, and symbolically, if God is the sun, Earth could be our anger issues, Venus could be our financial problems, and we have our depression and anxiety and all these planets and all these stars around it. God said the righteous will never be moved. If you just stand still and allow God to work, as opposed to using force, because like I said in my last in our last podcast, what did I say? Rioting is destructive, but protesting is productive. It's constructive. So like I said, the righteous shall not be moved. Okay, and that's a little bit of Respiration, and I hope I encourage somebody.
Definitely, man. Ray, how you feel about that word right there?
I mess with that. I agree with that. You know, rioting is not gonna solve anything, but peaceful protests and protesting is more productive. Mm-hmm. I definitely do agree with that word. I appreciate that. Appreciate you bringing that to light.
The truth, and that's what I learned too, like with the truth, you don't have to fight, you know, and even being involved in all these different groups with different perspectives, what I learned is we're just here to plant the seeds. The truth is a seed. You plant it, it's going to grow itself. There's no need to debate and fight it. We just put it out there, and it's there. It stands, you know. So, like, definitely, man, thankful for that word. You know, we're thankful for you, Raven. Hopefully, he comes back. We're gonna see what's up next episode. He might even be a robot. We don't even know if he's a real person anymore. If he's been cloned and he's just digital. You know what I'm saying?
Raven's cloned.
But definitely, shout out to Raven.
They cloned me.
Anything you want to let the people know, what they should be on the lookout for before you go?
That was for me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let people know, you know what? Like I said, thank you for that, because I almost, let me tell you something. When I said rioting, I had, you know, I'm originally from the Bronx, all right? Well, from Queens, but I live in the Bronx. And I just want to let y'all know, please stop destroying your own neighborhood. I'm not saying go destroy everybody else's, but don't destroy your own selves. Don't destroy your own businesses, because we always say we want to build, but we destroy. And just like if our people, you know, black and brown people, learn from the Jews how they were just as oppressed as we are, but they don't use their oppression and they don't stay there. Okay, I remember being I was working in a hospital, and I asked one of the Hasidic Jews, I said, why do y'all wear black? And they were like, they made us wear black when we were slaves. And I said, so why would you do that? And you know what his response was? We do it despite of my oppression, despite of anything, I'm still gonna rise up and So to everybody and the sound of my voice, rise up and let's get together and let's do this as a family, as a unity. And it has nothing to do with complexion, but it has to do with our hearts. Because God doesn't look at the skin; He looks at the heart.
Yes.
That's what it.
Beautiful word, man. That's such a blessing. We'll just pray, because we forgot to kick off the episode with that. So, in Jesus' name, we thank you for another chance to be here, to be able to communicate, give out these keys of success how you want us to, be able to come together, communicate better, inspire, motivate, and just spread life and love. In Jesus' name, we love you. So, Raven,
Amen.
It's still love. Hope to see you real soon. Keep doing your thing, sir. Keep doing your thing, man. Raven, special cheers, yeah. You get bombs and cheers.
Get the bombs and the cheers.
Yes, sir. Pretty popping on these streets, yo. Pretty popping on these streets, man.
I'm trying.
Yo, you got a new song out that's popping, man. What's that song, bro?
Can't do it like me.
I can't do it like me. I can't do it like me.
Yep.
Yeah, yo, make sure y'all download that on every platform. Can't do it like me. Let them know what's up, man. Let them know a little bit about the song, man. Real quick.
So basically, his name can't do it like me because nobody can roll like me. Nobody can spit like me. Nobody is me.
I like that.
I'm
That's
hard.
fire.
For real.
See that? Yeah, I know
You
you.
deserve bombs for that more. Yeah. I got you, child. Keep it going.
Yo, you came in with the cheers.
We wasn't ready. It's that fire. For real though. For real. Nah. But I know you did have a question, man. One of the reasons we wanted Rimz on there, he was actually off camera. We hang out. That's like a brother to me. He was actually talking about something really dope that my other brother Wraith was kind of talking about. So I was like, bro, y'all gotta link and talk about this on the podcast. Cancel culture. Man, kick that off, yo. Kick that.
Yo, bro, like, what's up with the Twitter community trying to cancel everybody that speaks their opinion or speaks their voice? I'm talking about celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar hasn't really said nothing. That's why they trying to cancel him, because he hasn't really spoken on it, even though he's made albums on it.
Mm-hmm.
But the latest person they tried to cancel was J. Cole.
J. Cole right now, yeah.
And he made a song addressing... Who was he addressing?
Well, honestly, the whole song...
No Name?
I think it was No Name? It was No Name, right?
No Name, yeah. So basically, No Name is a female, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, he was... from what I took out the whole song is that, he was trying to understand why she was mad.
Yeah.
And then he gave his opinion.
celebrities.
Yeah, he gave his opinion on how we can all, grow from her anger and create a solution. He didn't come at her. He didn't come at her any old type of way. And he was very respectful.
It's almost as if
now all of a sudden everybody is like, oh, cancel J. Cole because he doesn't think like me.
It's almost as if like he watched our podcast and then made the song.
Yeah.
Because he came with the perspective of like, I'm trying to understand. Because like I've been marching with y'all, but I'm trying to understand where this is going.
Yep.
And
Or even coming from.
Yeah,
right?
coming from, and like trying to get more knowledge. And people just try to like cancel him and say he's not conscious.
Because I feel that because it feels like sometimes we're just like walking in like 80-degree weather to just be walking or posting on Instagram rather than actually having demands and solutions that can solve the real issue. Or even if it's out there, because I don't want to say it's not out there, but it's not clear. Like when we say, let's all post a black screen on Instagram and this thing, that was clear. I don't know why we did it, but it was clear to do it. But it's not like,
Remember we talked about earlier in the podcast, strategy?
Yes.
It's like people just do things and like no strategy behind it. And then expect the masses to understand where we're coming from.
Honestly, it's on another level. It's like I think people are just angry. So when you have a whole bunch of angry people, they're gonna attack anything and everything that doesn't agree with them without even like they're closed-minded.
It's
And
crazy.
it's like, oh wait, you don't want to riot? F that. I don't like you.
I'm coming at you.
Oh, you don't want a peaceful protest? Oh, F that. I'm done with
Even
you.
if you don't agree, don't fully agree with the Black Lives Matter movement, people want to crucify you.
Coming from first.
Instead of asking you, yo, why don't you agree?
100%. It's just like a bandwagon of like, this is what's popular, you need to follow it, or we're coming against you and it's canceled. Like, to me, Black Lives Matter. When I hear that lives matter, yes, lives matter. So I support that. But when we say a movement, if we're not fully clear on what the movement stands for, how can we say we 100% support? Exactly. I support anything that's going to help us, but I don't fully understand all the solutions and demands that are being requested. And I'm researching.
If I don't understand it fully, I'm not going to put myself fully into it. I mean, that's just being a sheep.
That's basically what J. Cole was addressing.
I'm not a sheep. I'm a wolf.
Yes.
I attack.
And then the whole thing with Kendrick Lamar. I've seen mad tweets about Kendrick Lamar. Where's Kendrick Lamar? Why is he not dropping no music pertaining to this? 2016 To Pimp a Butterfly came out. The whole album addressed what is going on right now. It's like he went into the future, seen what was happening, came back, dropped this album to educate our youth. What did people do?
Not even the future. He went to the past and saw the same thing that's been happening ever since we got dragged over here, and he spoke upon it. Matter of fact, going back, tell them, pick a song. That's all you have to do. Pick a song, and once you listen to Kendrick Lamar song, you can listen
to Section 80, where he literally has a song saying "F your ethnicity."
No, like to me, like I feel what you're saying, like with a passion. Like this whole following and canceling stuff. We gotta get rid of that. We gotta get rid of that. First of all, we gotta question everything. Question everything. We gotta be okay to have these conversations. Yeah.
Some celebrities are not even speaking because of that. Yeah. Because they don't want to say something that's gonna trigger the masses. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, now that person gotta get canceled.
And that's where clarity comes. Like, where we can clarify ourselves after. Bro. Like, it gets to the point where everyone's scared to speak because they're scared it's gonna get taken this way, be a whole loophole and avalanche of stuff running. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get out of that. Like, that has to go. It makes absolutely no sense.
Ridiculous,
no sense.
Bro.
I'm
sick of it, bro.
Get me going. And shout out Baby Wraith in the background. See, I hear that, but that's that Father's Day love. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out Baby Wraith. He making a cameo.
But like, it's crazy. Like the amount of like threats and tweets that these prolific artists that have based their whole career on educating people. The masses didn't even like that Kendrick Lamar album. They didn't even like it. They didn't even rock with it. Now all of a sudden, what's going on today applies to what he was talking about in that album.
And even I noticed like some people said they were mad because J. Cole, he says something, and I'm paraphrasing, but something to the lines of like, he's not, like, he can't be the leader for these types of movements. He's just someone that has questions, about it. Someone in that type of aspect. I forgot exactly how it was worded, but a lot of people offended. And I know Charlamagne was kind of going in saying he's telling you he's not that black leader, even though he's speaking on it, and everyone feels like he's supposed to do that. But that's okay. Everyone has different positions and roles, because there's some people where it's like, I have the ability to communicate and bring light to something. Someone else might have the solution, but like, we all have to play active roles in this conversation to get to the solution. If you can articulate things just to shine light on it, that's the start. We can't be mad at someone from that.
Right.
And maybe they can inspire someone else to pick up the torch and do this.
But why are we mad at somebody that's telling you, I know this is a problem, but I don't have a solution for it, so I cannot help?
It's a setup.
But I cannot help. If I cannot help,
it's a setup.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to help. That's what he said in the song. I don't know how to help. I'm asking for people to help me understand. And people are like, you're supposed to know. I'm like, no, that's not true. That is not true.
It's sickening, bro.
It's not true.
That type of attitude is not going to help the nation as a whole.
Because honestly, J. Cole, even if J. Cole was the leader, he cannot go into office right now and say, hey, I demand a law change right now. He doesn't have that power. He doesn't have that. Like,
the president doesn't even have that power.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
The president doesn't even have that power.
It's like we have to.
You see the ridiculous.
Like we was talking off air
Mm-hmm.
before the podcast started about because a lot of people have mixed feelings on Obama, and you even talked a little bit about it on the last podcast. You know, about him being half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was asking him like, you know, what do you like? Do you think Obama accomplished enough in the 8 years he was in office? And we was basically saying that that's not enough time for you to really accomplish something that's gonna benefit the community.
Yeah, and even honestly, we could have did way more with the time, but we live in such a system where we have this political system that kind of trumps being people sometimes, right? This Democrat Republican where it's like everybody wants to go against each other. It's either one, the other group came with it, so we want to automatically be against it, or if it's a good idea, it's we don't want that group to get credit for it. So instead of doing what's good for everyone as a whole as a nation, it gets this political war.
Hey,
because I will say, like,
culture, that's something you need to cancel. The Democrats and the Republicans.
Yeah, you want to cancel something? Yo,
but will they cancel
like
that? Let's see.
That's like something with the that's like something with Crips and Bloods and all these divisions. That like you're dividing yourself instead of actually helping the people, like for credit. Basically, like, it's like, man, it's stupid.
Like you're helping the people, but you like
no, you helping your people that think like you, just like. They cancel culture.
Right.
Like so, it's stupid. It's stupid to me.
And it's the same mindset with these Republicans and Democrats. It's the same mindset with the cancel culture. This is the bad part.
Yep.
Because if somebody doesn't agree with everything that you stand for,
you cancel them out. Like,
then all of a sudden that person is not relevant no more.
Exactly.
What?
And when
did we get to that point?
How do we solve anything by canceling? Like that already shows we're not listening, we're not learning. It even shows no forgiveness. So I want to know who's the perfect person that's like we're showing no forgiveness and we're canceling that. I want to know who these perfect people are that can just cancel.
Even if it sounds ignorant, you gotta figure out where the ignorant is coming from.
And if it is ignorant, it means lack of knowledge, which you should want to give knowledge. And if you cancel something, you're not taking an effort to even want to sit down to even try to give some knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
And what makes you think you canceling them wants them to learn from you? So therefore we're back to ground zero where nobody wants to listen to anybody.
100%.
The problem is not solved.
The ignorance is real.
On both sides. On both sides.
Yes.
On both sides.
Yes.
The ignorance is real. We need to get rid of it. We need to get rid of it. Now, you know, Father's Day, special Father's Day this year, 2020, even with all the pandemic going on. I want to give a shout out to all the fathers out there, man. Let's make some noise for the fathers, some bombs. Let's get some cheers, man. We need a rain clap.
Y'all can't cancel the fathers.
Y'all can't cancel the fathers.
Forget all that.
Y'all can't cancel the fathers.
I'm not with that.
Not with that. What do we have here now? For real.
Yo.
We actually got a special guest in the building, right? We got a special, we got a superstar in the house. He decided to come on the podcast for free. We appreciate that. Just know any appearances after that, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. We got Baby Wraith in the building. Yo. Baby Wraith.
Where he at?
Where Baby Wraith at?
Where he at?
We carry him too. Baby Wraith, he's floating in. Baby Wraith, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Hey, how you doing? Oh, you got the cheers. They clapping for you. Hey, look, those are the people right there. Wave to the people. Baby Wraith, man.
Big superstar, man.
Definitely, man. And it's so dope to see, like, my little cousin, you know, becoming a man and amazing son, you know what I'm saying? And an amazing mother in the background, amazing wifey in the background. But I just want to say, man, it's just super dope. Can you kind of just tell us about the experience of being a father? Is this your first Father's Day?
Yes.
Oh, so tell us about it.
Is it second? Nah, I don't know about that.
Well, you just turned 1, so well, technically, you know, yeah, a little blurry. But tell us about the fatherhood experience when you first came into your life.
Fatherhood experience is good. It teaches you a lot of things. It teaches you patience.
Yeah.
You know, it teaches you. I don't know how to explain it. It's just it forces you to, you know, really grow up and to really like, you know, take responsibility and accountability. That's one of the main things, being accountable, because I'm responsible for him.
Definitely.
I'm responsible for his upbringing. I'm responsible for his personality, his attitude, all those things.
Yes.
They all falls on me. So I gotta make sure I do my part, you know, equip him with the proper tools so that, you know, when he gets to a certain age, he knows how to handle things of that nature when it comes to life.
Definitely.
You know, so.
You know, I'm out to have your back out here. You know what I'm saying?
You about to change the diaper?
Yeah. Oh, I don't got your back on that one. Everything else, though, you know what I'm saying? I got you. Actually, yo, shout out to that shirt. That shirt is gangster. That's that. I laugh in the face of naps. You know what I'm saying? That's gangster right there, man. So shout out, man, to all the fathers, man. We want to make sure y'all show some love. It ain't easy out there, man. This one's for you. Love First Podcast. We thank you guys. Actually, before we go, what should everybody be looking out for? I know there's some fire we got going on. We're gonna kick it off with you again. If there's anything upcoming you want to let the people know what they should be on the lookout for, what's good?
Right now, I'm just trying to visualize a video for Can't Do It Like Me. Actually, so
what's the name of that song?
Can't Do It Like Me.
Woo! Drop bombs for that. Can't Do It Like Me. Y'all heard that? So video coming.
I'm visualizing that one on that, but I got a couple hits on the way, and then best believe me and K the Dawn about to work. So
woo! Studio talking after this.
Yeah, baby, we about to have some more heat.
Yeah. Make sure y'all look out for that. And I Can't Do It Like Me, so fire. I gotta get on the remix. He did promise me that, like on air. Do I get a little piece of that remix?
I did.
It's fire.
I did.
Yo, he going off. I love when the cameo on that video. That joint is gonna be dope, man. Wraith, what can you tell the people, man? What's going on? A lot of new.
Can I tell them about something?
Dang, we gonna let. Yeah, all right, we're gonna let the cat out the bag. That's what we doing. Let's let the cat out the bag.
You need to tell us that.
What's going on? All right, so we got a new song called Superflow. It's a really nice song, man.
Been promoting it a lot.
Yes.
Here and there.
Definitely.
Showing teasers.
Man, shout out to you know what? Hold on. Shout out to Roswell Gray on there on the beat, man.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Fire, man.
Shout out to Wraith on there with the killer verse, man. You know what I'm saying? Killing it. Yo, shout out to me. That did a little something on there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a blessing.
Snippet of it, man.
We did get a special feature, man. And this one, honestly, it was a blessing. It was so exciting. Like, I seen he was like watching the story, you know what I'm saying? I figured he might like the music, you know, since you check out the story. I was on his page checking out his stuff. Dope stuff, been a fan of him. I've really liked what he did on Lil Wayne and Bobby Valentino, Mrs. Officer back in the day, Carter 3. That's a classic album. I really like what you know he's from New Orleans, man. Kid, man. Shout out to Kid, man. For that verse, that turnaround time he did for that verse. Yo, same day.
He bought his business.
I've been collaborating with so many artists. I've never seen an artist turn back they verse in that amount of time and speed.
Because he takes his craft.
He takes his craft super serious, and he's someone that has classic records that's making moves. You know, he's been doing things with G Unit, Cash Money, Young Money, all that stuff in his life. Been in different places and stuff like that. So to have that hunger and to even believe in us, you know, and do that and show so much love for that record and that amount of time,
that was motivation.
Like it was crazy. It was under 5 hours. Like he wrote the verse, sent it back to me, and it was in my email. You know, so that was such a blessing, man. Superflow is coming. Y'all better get ready for that. Like,
Superflow is fire.
It's going
and of course, nobody has to know.
Nobody has to know. It's in every streaming single platform right now. It's on TikTok. It's on Spotify. It's on Tidal. It's on iHeart. It's on YouTube. We found out it is on YouTube. Things. What else? Oh, Apple Music. Pandora. The new things that ain't come out yet, but it's about to come out. Yeah. Stocks. Get your stocks. Get your stocks. Woo! Alright, we having fun out here, man. He got me so excited, alright? We having fun. We want to thank you guys for tuning in for the Love First Podcast, episode 4. We thank you guys. Clarity, man. Take these keys to success with you guys. Take it to heart. We love y'all. Here.
But you can't do it like me. 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 Hogging up all the lights, fucking up all the seats. But you can't do it like me. 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 Hogging up all the lights, fucking up all the seats. But you can't do it like me. But you can't do it like me. Money I
come in with that super flow. They say I'm super, super. They say I'm super, super. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know. But when it comes to laying it down.